There are seasons in life when the weight on your chest feels heavier than your own body. Moments when you wake up and the first thing you feel is not strength, but emptiness. You look around and everything seems to be moving forward for everyone except you. People are celebrating, achieving, living, and you're surviving. There are nights when you stare at the ceiling and whisper in the dark, "God, do you still remember me?" And you wait for the room to change, for the atmosphere to shift, for a sign, for something, anything, that tells you heaven hasn't closed its door. But sometimes, nothing happens. And in that silence, a dangerous thought enters your mind. Maybe God forgot me. If that's where you are right now, listen carefully. Not with your ears, but with your spirit. Because this message is not an accident. It's not coincidence. This is God speaking directly to the version of you who has been holding on by a thread. You feel forgotten, but you are not. Let me take you back to something powerful. Before you were born, before anyone knew your name, before you took your first breath, God wrote your entire story. And He didn't write it with a pencil. He wrote it with permanent ink. God is not surprised by your pain. He's not confused by your situation. He's not unaware of your silent battles, your hidden tears, your unanswered prayers. He sees you, not the version you pretend to be, but the version you hide from everyone else. The version that is tired, the version that is hurting, the version that is questioning whether your life still has purpose. And here's the truth that changes everything. You feel forgotten because you're in the middle of a chapter that doesn't look like the ending God promised you. Every story has a plot twist. Every season has a purpose. Every silence has meaning. But I know what you're thinking. If God has a plan, why does it hurt this much? If He loves me, why is He allowing this? If He's with me, why do I feel alone? Let me show you something sacred. When God is silent, He is not distant. When God delays, He is not denying. When God hides, He is not rejecting you. Sometimes God lets you walk through a valley because that valley is where He prepares your victory. Sometimes He lets you feel alone so you can learn to recognize His presence in deeper ways. Sometimes He closes every door because the one He is preparing for you requires complete isolation to protect you. There are blessings that can only grow in the dark. There are strengths that only appear in weakness. There are miracles that only make sense after the storm. God hasn't forgotten you. He's developing you. You think you're stuck, but God sees movement. You think you're ignored, but God sees preparation. You think you're breaking, but God sees rebuilding. Do you remember the story of Joseph? Sold by his brothers, abandoned, betrayed, imprisoned. If anyone had a reason to feel forgotten, it was him. But behind the scenes, God was positioning him for a place he couldn't have imagined. Joseph wasn't forgotten. He was being formed. And that is exactly what's happening to you. Your pain is not pointless. Your silence is not wasted. Your loneliness is not permanent. There is a purpose behind everything you are living, even the parts that hurt. And listen to this. God has seen every time you cried yourself to sleep. He has seen every moment you wanted to give up but didn't. He has seen every battle you fought alone because you were too afraid to ask for help. He has seen the effort no one else acknowledged. He saw the people who hurt you and walked away. And He has not forgotten a single detail. Heaven remembers what earth ignores. Some of you watching this feel invisible, not because you are forgotten, but because God is removing you from environments that were too small for your calling. You don't fit in anymore because you're growing. You don't feel the same because God is changing you. You feel empty because God is clearing space for something new. God is not done with you. In fact, you're closer to the turning point than you realize. You've been praying, "God, give me a sign." This video is that sign. You've been asking, "God, do you still care?" This message is your answer. You've been wondering, "God, are you still with me?" He is. And He never left. Your story is not over. The page is about to turn. The chapter is about to shift. The silence is about to break. But listen, you cannot walk into the next season with the mindset of the last one. You cannot let the pain of the past convince you that nothing good is coming. You cannot allow the enemy to make you believe you're abandoned when you're actually being positioned. God is preparing something that requires your faith. Not perfect faith, just faith. Even if all you can manage today is, "God, I'm tired, but I'm still here," that is enough. And now, I ask you something important. If this message reached you, if your chest got heavy, if your eyes filled with tears, if you felt God speaking to you in any part of this video, don't leave without subscribing. Not because I want numbers, but because you clearly need this kind of message, and the enemy would love nothing more than for you to walk away empty. Stay connected, stay fed, stay encouraged. Your next confirmation may be the next video. Your next breakthrough may be one word away. Subscribe, not for me, but for your own spirit. And remember, you are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. God is writing the part of your story that will make everything make sense. Hold on. Your miracle is closer than you think.